Hi, this is Tony Papajohn from MoneyMindWorks.com. Let me talk to you about take bold action, because we are involved, my brother or sister in the extended family of wealth seekers, in a world that rewards us when we take bold action. Unless and until you take bold action, you're not going to make the kind of money that you want to make, because fortune seeking selects for the kind of person who can take bold action. And I was thinking about this as I read this famous anecdote from the life of Andrew Carnegie, who became the richest man of his era. When he was in his late teens, he worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad as a telegraph operator. So one day when his boss, Thomas A. Scott, was out of the office, word flashed across the telegraph wires that there had been a big derailment. And Carnegie decided that he was not going to wait for the boss to come back, that he knew what to do, and so he would take bold action. So what he did is he gave a bunch of orders and signed the orders TAS, his boss's initials. And the tracks were cleared and the train started running again. So when his boss finally came back to the office, discovered what happened, he sort of glared at his subordinate, and then Carnegie was wondering, oh my goodness, did I do the right thing? What if he lost his job? Hard to come by in those days, a job like that. Well, sometime later it got back to Carnegie that Thomas A. Scott had told one of his associates, let me tell you what that little white-haired devil Scots of mine did. And there was apparently some sense of admiration for what the young man had done. So, years later, Andrew Carnegie writes, he says, I remember thinking to myself, my boy, this is either death or Westminster Abbey. In other words, this is something that's going to be either really bad or really good. So perhaps you can recall a story like this. When you are faced with a time, when you're faced with a moment in which you need to take decisive action. Now I'll grant you that when you're in your late teens, you're going to take more risks perhaps than at some point later in life when perhaps you have more responsibilities. Nevertheless, that doesn't change the fact that when you take bold action, you open the door to great opportunity and to great successes and to great rewards, because the world in which we are in, the world of fortune seeking, the world of wealth building, does not favor the timid or the faint of heart. So here's a really, really simple way to prime your boldness muscle, as it were, to prime your mind to take bold and decisive action. And this is very simple. Imagine what Andrew Carnegie might have looked like on that day so long ago, when he was in the telegraph office and word flashed across the telegraph wires about the derailment. Imagine the look on his face, that look of determination. What happens when you look like you're going to take bold action? What happens when you stand with confidence and take a deep breath and put a look on your face that says, I'm going to take bold action, that I'm not going to take a back seat in life, that I'm going to live large, I'm going to take a step, I'm going to step out on faith, I'm going to have confidence in myself. What do you suppose your voice sounds like as you take bold action, as you see yourself as the kind of person who can take bold action? And do you realize the thoughts and the feelings that well up inside as you hold your body in a confident pose and as you look like you're going to take bold action, so that as you stand in your own space of confidence and as you look the part of a big success, you will find that it's much easier the next time that you need to take bold action. And how do you prime your mind to do this? Simply look the part like you're going to take bold action. I don't know if you'll end up like Andrew Carnegie. I don't know if you'll have that kind of money. But I'm guessing that in that moment, just before he sent out those orders, totally on his own, to clear the tracks and to get the trains running again. That he looked like a man on a mission. So as you look like a man or a woman on a mission, as you hold yourself and carry yourself, as if you are the kind of person who can take bold action at a moment's notice, you will notice that as you take bold action, as you look the part of someone who can take bold action, that a lot more money starts coming your way as you take bold action. Just look the part. Sound like you are the kind of person who can take bold action, and you become the person who can take bold action and makes a lot of money. My name is Tony Papajohn. Visit me at www.moneymindworks.com. I have a free 9-part video series that will empower your mind for more success and more money, and 2 other really neat bonuses I'll offer to you. And my blog is yourmoneymindworks.com, and got a lot of free teleseminars listed there. In the meantime, take bold action. And as you look like the kind of person who can take bold action, you'll make a lot of money.